Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Ellen Kologe here for our Haverford Township update. And joining us now is Richard Doherty, also known as Doc. Doc, thanks for being here today.
You're welcome.
And of course, it's autumn, it's fall, my favorite time of the year. I'm sure it's yours as well, or most people's. It's a beautiful time here in Haverford Township. And the topic today is one that's near and dear to all of our hearts, leaf collection, right? We have a lot of leaves. We have beautiful trees here in Haverford Township. Where can people find the leaf schedule for their collection?
The leaf schedule will be posted on the township website as well as your commissioner's newsletter, and it also can be found on the television network, Haverford Township Television Network.
So people can always tune in there and find out.
Always tune in there.
Is there any other way people can find out if they don't have access to any of those things?
We're going to post leaf signs in the neighborhoods probably about a week before the schedule pickup, so that if you're not tuned into the internet or you don't have the television network, you can see the leaf signs come up in the neighborhood about a week prior, and that'll give you time to get your leaves out in time for leaf season.
Right, so people should be on the lookout for those signs. And we've all seen them around. Okay, great. Now, when should people actually put the leaves out for pickup?
Have the leaves out by Monday morning, the week of your collection, by 6:30 a.m. Please don't put any leaves in the street. We want all the leaves curbside.
Okay.
But out by 6:30 a.m.
6:30, okay.
On Monday morning, the week of your collection.
So we never really know what time during the day, so make sure they're out.
It'll be sometime during that week.
Right, but you have to make sure they're out by 6:30, because
Correct.
if you say, oh, I missed it, I got it out at 9, because you said up until 3:30, but have them out by 6:30.
Have them out by 6:30 a.m. the week of your collection.
Okay, now here's a question some people may have. When you say curbside, do you mean the grass between the sidewalk and the street, or in the street?
No, please put them in the grass between the curb and your sidewalk. Do not put them in the street, because it's a hazard for people walking. They clog the storm drains as well as vehicle traffic.
Absolutely, they really can cause some problems. Now, if someone doesn't have an actual sidewalk, we have houses here in Havertown, obviously, in Haverford Township that don't have an actual sidewalk, just a lawn that maybe goes to the street. Do you place the leaves on the lawn? Because you said not in the street.
Yes, place them on the lawn, not in the street, and our men will rake them out from there.
Okay, now here's a question I know many people have. Can I put my leaves in my trash?
No. We recycle the leaves.
Okay.
And the reason we don't want the leaves in the trash is because once those leaves go in the trash, we cannot separate them. And then we're paying a tipping fee to get rid of them, which comes back on the taxpayers as far as getting rid of the leaves. It's a fee it'll raise your taxes. Please don't put your leaves in the trash. Put them curbside, and we'll be happy to pick them up for recycling.
Okay, you hear that, everybody? Let's reemphasize that. No leaves in the trash. We don't want to pay the extra fee. We don't want it to affect our taxes, right? Now, how many collections will I get? How many collections will an actual resident get?
Every homeowner gets 2 collections in the course of the leaf season.
So you have plenty of time. If you miss one, you have time to get another one in.
Right,
okay.
That's correct.
Now, what if someone lives in a boundary street, between the 2 wards?
Your leaves will be collected. If you live on a boundary street, we'll do both sides of the street. That'll eliminate leaves from, one guy getting his leaves all done and the other guy not, from blowing from one side to the other. So if you live on a boundary street, when you see that posting, get your leaves out, and we'll do both sides of the street at that time.
Wonderful. Now, here's another question I know people have. Can people actually park in the street on the day of the collection?
We ask people try not to park because it inhibits the guys getting to the leaves. If the car's parked on top of the leaves, we can't collect them.
Right.
So please, if it's your week for a leaf collection, try not to park and block the piles.
Right, and it's not that much of a hassle to just park around the corner or something.
Exactly,
So just make sure you move your car that day.
Exactly.
And we mentioned this, but let's reiterate it. Tell us again what hours of the day. We mentioned it, but I don't think we can say it enough.
Our work hours are 6:30 in the morning till 3 p.m. And that's just about sums it up.
Okay, and it could be anywhere. Like people may say, well, you said up until 3, but you have to have them out. Like I keep saying that because I think people think, oh, I have until 3 to get it out on the curb. Okay.
We have to have those leaves out by 6:30 in the morning, so when the men start, they're already out there.
Because you never know. You could be first. You don't know where they're
You
starting.
don't know who's first.
Now, will the leaves be collected on a Saturday or Sunday?
Only if the weather puts us behind schedule, then we'll do leaves on Saturday.
On a Saturday.
We never work on Sunday, but maybe on Saturday if we're behind schedule. Other than that, Monday through Friday.
Only if it's a nice day, but
Exactly.
technically, usually Monday through Friday. Okay. Will the leaves be collected, after the schedule is complete? What if somebody calls a week later and says, hey, I forgot to put them out?
No, we have to stick to the schedule because the contractor that takes our leaves for recycling won't take them after January 1st.
Right.
So we're limited to how long we can collect them. So we have to have them off the street by January 1st.
Okay, so people need to realize that. You have 2
Yeah,
chances.
you have 2
Please
pickups.
make sure you get them out.
Use the dates.
Because there's no calling afterwards saying, hey, I forgot. Okay.
Exactly.
Can we use brown bags for leaf collection? I know I've seen some people try to do that. What do you
The
recommend?
contractor that takes our leaves to recycling doesn't want the brown bags because they clog his machines and they take longer to break down. He takes our leaves and turns it into compost, and it slows down this process between the clogging of the machine and the length of time it takes for the brown bags to break down.
So where do people get the bags, or what should they do?
We
Again.
prefer you just rake your leaves curbside and we'll pick them up.
Right, just curbside, so no
Right.
bags, because
No
I've
bags,
seen
no
people
trash.
put different kinds of
They
bags.
do.
Okay.
They do. Other townships do that, but they have different programs. The program we have is we recycle our leaves and turn it into compost, and the brown bags inhibit that.
Okay, so that's a really good point to re-emphasize. No bags,
No
just
bags.
put them on the curbside.
Curbside, we'll be happy to pick them
Not
up.
the street, because it
Exactly.
could be a hazard. Doc, anything else I haven't asked? Anything you just want to really tell people? Because I know people will see this, or they'll see the signs, but they'll forget something. So anything you really want to just hit home?
I mean, everything we said, we just want to emphasize again. Curbside Monday morning by 6:30, the week of your pickup. I think we have a pretty good program as far as leaf collection. Other townships, the people have to bag them, they have to put them into trash. We'll pick your leaves up curbside. Just get them to the curb and we'll take care of it.
Which is
All
an
right.
excellent service that Haverford Township provides.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's also, we recycle the leaves, so that's something that's not going into the trash stream, which is reducing our tipping fee, which is tax dollars.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
All right, Doc, thank you so much for being here. We
Thank
really
you very
appreciate
much.
it, and thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, you can always check out the website.